episodes on WeTalk show. From WeTalk show. From WeTalk show. WeVysya presents Founders Focus special episodes on WeTalk show.
హాయ్ హలో గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అందరూ ఎలా ఉన్నారు? అందరూ బాగున్నారని అనుకుంటున్నాను. సో వెల్కమ్ టు అనదర్ ఎపిసోడ్ వివైశ్య ప్రెజెంట్స్ వి టాక్ షో ఫౌండర్స్ ఫోకస్ స్పెషల్ ఎపిసోడ్ స్పాన్సర్డ్ బై శాండీ జ్యువెల్స్, తత్వనం అండ్ నమ్మనే వెంచర్స్. సో ఆల్ ద వ్యూవర్స్, వెల్కమ్ వన్స్ అగైన్. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ you wanted to wish, please take a privilege and type your valuable comments in comment section. Okay, so next so I think from couple of days you guys were seeing all the messages in the WhatsApp, right? So who is the person, guess it, yes, done X Y Z, so many things and all, right? So this person, can you believe, he has done closely 1,000 joint replacements. Okay, and he will see patient holistically, and he will dedicate the time. He will not simply suggest surgery. First he will try to examine and give a solution what has to be done. He believes in preventive measures, and he has 20 plus years of experience, and I always call him Mr. Perfect of Vysya. Do you guys wanted to know who he is? Okay, let's welcome. And this particular person is WeVysya Atreya member. Atreyans, can you guess who is he? So I'll just take 10 seconds pass. Probably you can type comments in the comment section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So further I'll not take more time. Let's welcome our beloved Dr. Praveen Bhattapati. Sir, namaste.
Namaste to everyone. Namaste Anil Garu. Namaste.
Yes, sir. Welcome to WeTalk show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
ఎస్ సార్. సార్ మీ ప్రొఫైల్ అంతా చూస్తూ ఉంటే లిటరలీ లైక్ 1,000+ జాయింట్ రిప్లేస్మెంట్స్, అండ్ వీ కీప్ ఆన్ హియరింగ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్, మా మెంబర్స్ చెప్తా ఉంటారు మీటింగ్లో అంతా, లైక్ ప్రవీణ్ సార్ అప్రోచ్ ఇస్ కంప్లీట్లీ డిఫరెంట్. సో బేసికలీ ఈజ్ అ కూల్ పర్సన్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ హీ విల్ హ్యాండల్ పేషెంట్ ఆల్సో వెరీ కూల్లీ అని. సార్, వుడ్ యూ లైక్ టు త్రో మోర్ డీటెయిల్స్ అబౌట్ యూ?
Basically, initially I did my orthopedics in Kasturba Medical College, later DNB in Mangalore, City Hospital Mangalore. దానికి ముందు MBBS స్టార్టింగ్ గవర్నమెంట్ మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ మైసూర్. సో ఆముడ్కా హాస్మెట్ హాస్పిటల్లో 14 years కన్సల్టెంట్ ట్రామా సర్జన్గా ఉంటే అండ్ ఆర్థ్రోప్లాస్టీ సర్జన్. అక్కడ చాలా పేషెంట్స్ చూస్తూ ఉంటాము, చేస్తూ ఉంటాము, యాక్సిడెంట్ కేసెస్ చూస్తాము, ఇవన్నీ చేస్తూ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ వస్తా మాకు తెలుస్తుంది ఏమి ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఏమి చూడాలా. సో అప్పుడు వాళ్ళ బాధ అర్థమయ్యి మేము కొంచెం వి విల్ రిఫైన్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్, ఎట్లా చూస్తే బెటర్ ఉంటుంది అనేసి పేషెంట్కి.
ఓకే, ఫంటాస్టిక్ సార్. Sir, tell me something about your philosophy on holistic patient care.
ఇప్పుడు ఇనిషియలీ ది years people used to just do an MBBS, and then even the people used to go to an MBBS doctor. Over the time specialization, yes, the knowledge has increased, but pota even patients want specialized doctors for this, for that ani, and our lives have become very fast paced lives. Jaldi kavala ani cheyala ani. So konni matlu, and people also want to go to the most busiest person, most famous person, the person who is sitting in the most famous institute. So ఎప్పుడు మీరు ఒక జాగాకి సపోజ్ దెర్ ఈస్ సమ్ ఇన్నేట్ టైమ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఫర్ సీయింగ్ అ పేషెంట్. సో ఇప్పుడు 1 hourలో 4 చూడొచ్చు, 5 జనాలు చూడొచ్చు కరెక్ట్గా చూడాలంటే. మీరు అదే 50 జనాలు కూర్చుంటే ఈవెన్ దట్ డాక్టర్ విల్ బి హార్డ్ ప్రెస్డ్ ఫర్ టైమ్. సో ఫుల్గా చూసే కయ్యలేదు. ఇప్పుడు పోతా పోతా వేరే దానికి ఫిజిషియన్ ఎస్ దే రిక్వైర్, బట్ వెన్ వీ సీ యాజ్ అ డాక్టర్ బేసికల్లీ హోలిస్టిక్గా చూసేది నేర్చుకోవాలా. సో మెనీ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ విల్ బి లైఫ్ స్టైల్, మెనీ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ విల్ లింక్ టు ది అదర్ ఇష్యూస్. వాళ్ళు తీసుకున్న మెడిసిన్స్ నుంచి సైడ్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఉంటుంది. సో మెనీ టైమ్స్ వీ గెట్ సొల్యూషన్స్ వెన్ వీ సీ ది పేషెంట్ హోలిస్టికల్లీ. నీకు బరీ కాలు నొప్పి, నేను బరీ బోన్ డాక్టరు అని ఫాస్ట్గా చేస్తే ఐ మే డూ మోర్ ఇన్ నంబర్స్, బట్ patient will not improve and I will not be doing justice.
So basically, rather quantity, you are telling quality is important.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Sir, why do you focus on preventive measures and avoid surgery unless necessary?
Sir, prevention is always better than cure. Yeah, certain scenarios like a road traffic accident, you have to get them, so you have to do surgery. But again, there the essence is prevention only. Right from following the rules, wearing correct gear, and taking caution. That again, yeah, your police will tell, everybody else will tell. But once they come, we need to save the life. So what we have to do, we have to do. And as I'm a joint replacement surgeon, and when I say arthritis or the roughening of the joint, it takes minimum 20 to 30 years to come to that stage. So if the person comes to us, and when we can counsel and educate them, they can improve, and we can avoid surgery.
Okay. Fantastic, sir. Sir, talk about insights, how this approach has benefited patients, sir.
This is all a long term game. See, you cannot just say, okay, there is an arthritis, I will do surgery, everything ends with it. No, that is the starting point of a different story. Because even after doing surgery, suppose a knee replacement, the patient has to do exercises, the patient has to obey our advice as to how to be in day to day, like how much to sit, how much to stand, how to walk.
Mhm.
So it is better always to uh, prevent and understand, correct ourselves, and then be healthy as healthy as possible.
Fantastic. Yeah. Great, sir. Can we take few comments, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah, before going to the comment section, the previous episode of Founders Focus, we saw nearly 20,000 plus views and 1 lakh plus people as we got the reach actually. Thank you so much for all the viewers and our viewers for such a great output. All right, so let us take the first comment of the day. Yes, as usual, our beloved Raghuram sir. Good evening, Anil Guptha and good evening, sir. And we have our Shri. Shri is saying good evening, Antonuru. Good evening, Shri. Yeah, Shri has typed Dr. Praveen. The moment we
Thank you.
said joy, 1,000 plus joints, replacement, and doctor from Atre and Tank, we don't have none other than our Dr. Praveen. Thank you, Shri. And Kaushik says, good evening, Antnaru. Yeah, good evening, Kaushik. And our house president says, good evening, excited and waiting for Mr. Perfect of Vysya Antnaru. Here he is. And our smart Sudhir says, all the best, Praveen Garu. This is Sudhir, secretary of Netra Antnaru. Our Sanjay says, State President, wow, nice to see our one and only doctor of Atreya. And no, recently we had,
We got one more. One
yeah,
more.
one more doctor added, right?
Yes.
Okay, so our Raghuram sir saying, happy evening, Dr. Praveen Bhattapatikar Antanaru. And our state president is saying, yeah, recently one more doctor is added to the group and waiting to have more doctors as we can learn many things from them. Yes, sir, you are truly right. Our Sinu is saying, good evening, Anil Bhai and Dr. Praveen, sir. Two perfect people in one perfect screen. Wow, what a saying. Yeah, so Kaushik is saying, good evening, Dr. Praveen Garantunaru. And yeah, Supreet Nema, your good friend, is saying super selection, highly professional person with very high knowledge, passionate about technology, being doctor. And our house president says, wow, he is indeed our beloved Mr. Perfect Antandaro. And our Lalit is saying, good evening, Dr. Praveen sir, good evening, Anil sir Antandaro. Dasri sir is saying, good evening. Shweta is saying, good evening. Oh my God, comments are pouring, sir. And Unnati is saying, wow, nice to see our doctor in WeTalk show. He is wonderful person by heart and his medications are too accurate. Yeah, that's right. Raghuram sir is saying in dictionary, perfect and ethics should be replaced with Dr. Praveen Bhattapati. Lots of respects to doctor. Wow, what a lovely comment, Doctor sir. Lalit is saying happy to see Praveen sir. And Vishwesh Gupta is saying good evening, founder sir, Praveen sir. Yeah, our global president is saying very good evening, Anil sir and Praveen Garu. Thank you, global president Garu. Nice to see. Kaushik is saying, Dr. Praveen Garu, I'm getting foot pain regularly when standing 2 hours. What are the precautions should I take? Paramesh from Agastya.
I think rather than speaking on a public platform, he can have a one-to-one consultation with me so that I can guide him in a correct way.
Yes, Kaushik Garu, his number is scrolling down and it's 810-5842-929. So please do contact Praveen sir on his number. And Santosh is saying, good evening, Anil Garu, waiting for Manam 2024. Yes, sir. Even I am eagerly waiting. Dasri Kishore is saying, Dr. Praveen Garu, please do suggest home remedies for elderly persons. I have three people at home facing same. Yes,
Ah,
Dasri Kishore Garu, I think the answer would be the same. ఆయన number తీసుకొని try to get in touch with him. Praveen sir,
Uh,
is it same?
yes, I can. Regarding this, I can speak a little bit.
Please.
Here also, as we discussed previously, prevention is better than cure. So what happens is, always I say to everybody that don't sit for long duration, don't stand for long duration. So make them keep moving around in the home. One thing. Second thing is they have to do some simple exercises. Many times they keep sitting, they don't do anything. They say doing the household work is okay. The third thing is fall prevention. So there are many people in the home. Somebody will drink water, spill it on the floor, and they will not care to wipe it on the floor. And the elderly persons, unfortunately, will just step on it, fall down, break their hips or any other bones, and then there is the other saga that is going on. So it's a preventive measure is very important. As a family, you have to take care. And many time elderly people will have the habit of getting up in the midnight and then going to the bathroom, so their pathway should be illuminated. There should be handlebars near the toilets. The mats should not be folded where they can trip and fall. And your tiles, basically, floor tiles should not be very slippery. So this way, these are the generalized things for prevention. Make them do exercise, and keep them active rather than sitting for long duration. This is my comprehensive advice. Specific based, I think it would be better one to one person, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Garu. And next we have from Mr. Rajshekar, good evening, Anil Garu, good evening, Praveen Garu. Next, our Archana Gupta is saying, good evening, founder sir and Praveen sir, good evening, madam. And Ajay sir is saying, absolutely. And Sai Srinivas is saying, my profession is numerology, astrology, and Vastu. Please contact your nearest WeVysya city and join us, sir. Thank you. Kaushik is saying, after 45 years, we are getting knee pain also. What are the foot precautions should I take, Paramesh? After 40 years, even I could observe, sir, knee pain start aitundi. But the moment you start some sort of exercises, yes, it will balance. What's your take on it, sir?
Yes, basically, uh, we most of us forget to do daily exercise. The moment you forget that and you are involved in the work stress, sitting for long duration, you tend to get pain, and unnecessarily climbing stairs can roughen the front portion of the knee. So, holistic balance of body weight maintenance, exercise, good sleep will definitely help in all this.
Sir, what's your take on using stairs rather lift?
Stairs, yes, once in a while, okay, but suppose say there is you are in the 10th floor, that doesn't give any much advantage. one or two floors is okay. Uh, but you have to do your exercise, but you should not compensate stair climbing as a form of exercise. Today I will climb 10 times, 20 times. No, that is not helpful.
Okay. Yeah. So our Suprit is saying Dr. Praveen is Mr. Fit, not only profession, also by physically. Please give sessions on the same.
See, this is a very nowadays. What I've observed is we are under a lot of stress mentally, and we try to do too many things in the God-given 24 hours. So my suggestion is prioritize, minimize, and have a good sleep. And mentally, you have to be balanced. Uh, all of us have that FOM, or fear of missing out. We want to try everything. So I think we have to let go and just stick to what is most important to us.
Yeah. Dr. G, like, a lot of people say health is wealth, but they will realize only when things go bad. Only when some sort of incident happen, then they will understand the true meaning of health is wealth. For example, if you consider me, our family doctor, Dr. Venkatesh Kesarla, I think almost last 6 7 years he was, every time whenever I meet, he was suggesting 1 hour you need to give for yourself, 1 hour you need to give yourself. But I was completely like not concentrating much. But just about 6 months or 1 year back, I just got some jerk. So I realized, oh, this is what the life, I need to have it on Japesi. Tom Decanary, 1 hour a day, every day morning, I give my time for walk, meditation, and the workout.
And you will be experiencing the benefits, untold benefits.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. The energy levels are completely different. And what I was observing is from last 3 4 months నుంచి చాలా వర్కౌట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాను. My weight is same, but my inches got down.
Yeah, what happens is the weight will not drastically reduce. Usually, when you are consistent, the fat dissolves, the muscle mass builds up. So, though your the waist size comes down, your weight will be little less because your muscles are getting toned up. It's a different process. You need to be like some people say up to an year, after which you can make out the difference.
Okay, okay, thank you. Our state president is saying some knowledge about sprain of ankle. Is it permanent or any remedies for it? And
Here, as soon as you get an ankle sprain, when you have the incident, when you see the doctor, usually the doctor suggests 2 to 3 weeks of rest. Ideally, weight should not fall on it, but many of them cannot, they're not ready to accept that fact that I should go around hopping. So, uh, as soon as they're little better, they try walking in that only, which will lead to incomplete healing. That small joint space will have to bear the whole body weight. So if it turns out to be chronic, then it is quite a big problem. You have to do MRI and look into it. So the ideal thing is, if at all when you get sprain in the initial stages, please follow the doctor advice and give good amount of rest. Though you may feel your work is suffering, you are kind of restricted, but in the long run, a healed ankle is way better than a painful ankle.
Okay, thank you so much. Hope Sanjay, you got some inputs. And for answering the comment, Dasari Kishore Garu is saying thank you, Dr. Garu. And Lalit Shetty is saying definitely, sir, exercise is the best option to get fit. Antunaru. Thank you, Andy. Vani Nagendra is saying very informative, Dr. Praveen. Really good tips for all age people. Antunaru. And here we have a comment from our beloved zonal president of Bangalore. Good evening. It is amazing to see our house, Atreya, Dr. Perfect. Excited to see him in Founders Focus. His recommendations have always worked for everyone in my vicinity and their families, and an extremely practical person. Many things to learn from him. Absolutely, I second
Thank
Sangarsh.
you, Santosh.
Yeah. So Raghuram sir is asking, what's your take on jogging marathon? Will they keep our knees strong?
you have to do warm up. You have to slowly get into the groove, and then usually have a trainer or experienced person. Outright you can always run a kilometer initially, but you should not rush through in exceeding distances. You have to be passionate, consistent. That is important. I will just go jogging on weekend, and after 6 months again one more episode, then you will hurt yourself. So it needs practice, consistency, slowly. Then the whole body gets strong, let alone knee. But you should understand you need to give some time to, because marathon I think is 40 kilometers plus. So to reach that stage you need really good training with some marathoner as a mentor.
Thank you, whole program, sir. You have taken whatever Dr. G has said his suggestions. And next, Vani Nagendra is asking, thank you very much, Dr. Praveen, for educating about prevention of bone damaging and taking care to get good healthy bones and sir.
Thank you.
Unnati is saying, in general, I don't feel any knee pain. Only when I do aerobics, I can feel it. Let me know, is that good to do regularly or not to do aerobics at all?
Anything regularly done is good. Aerobics is definitely good. When you're consistent you should do. But the only thing what I think is, just look at introspect yourself, whether are you sitting for long duration.
Okay. And our Prithvi is asking, at the age of 60 years, what foods need to take for the knee joint health? Because fat is more in the body now.
Food relation with respect to the knee, there is no direct relation, except for if you eat high protein you can get gouty arthritis. That is a different painful condition. See, by the time you reach 60, you better to be healthy by having a systematic lifestyle where you do regular exercises. By that time your muscle mass is already at the peak in the third decade. Then at 60 then goes to dwindle. So in your youth days, you have to really tone up and keep it strong, so that at your old age, even though there is muscle degeneration, you still have adequate muscles to maintain your balance.
Okay, great. So we have one more comment from Bangalore, Srinivas Murthy. Dr. Praveen sir, I will have to thank you for the whole of my life, as he was person who treated my mother's leg knees replacement, and on his reference we got her operated and she is absolutely fine now. Great salute to him and sir.
I'm very happy to hear Srinivas Garu. But again, we are all messengers of God. There is nothing with us. So I'm happy to know that your mother is doing great.
Okay, so we have a lot more comments. Let us, meanwhile, sir, the next big event. What is the next big event, sir?
Manam.
Manam. Okay, so let's play a small AV which is about Manam, what our people have created. All right, so
Yes.
let me share the video right away.
మనం చూద్దాం మనం చూద్దాం మనం చూద్దాం మనం చూద్దాం
ఏంటి సోదరా మనం చూద్దాం అంటున్నా ఇటు కూడా చూడు.
మనకి అర్జెంట్గా ఫండ్ కావాలి మనం చూద్దాం.
అవునబ్బా, ఈ మీటింగ్ లో ఈ భరించలేము. నా కళ్యాణ్ గారిని కూడా చూడలేదు.
మంచి డీజే నైట్ ప్లాన్ చేద్దాం. వద్దు బ్రో, లైవ్ బ్యాండ్కి వెళ్దాం. ఎరగ తీసేయాలి అక్కడ. మనం చూద్దాం. ఏంటి అలా ఉన్నారు?
చాలా ఫ్రస్ట్రేషన్ గా ఉంది చైర్మన్ గారు.
మాకు కూడా అలాగే ఉందిరా.
ఏదో తగ్గింది.
తగ్గేదేలే, మనం చూద్దాం.
మంచి విందు భోజనాలు కావాలి సార్, మంచి విందు భోజనం కావాలి.
మనం చూద్దాం.
అన్న ఏంటన్నా దీర్ఘంగా ఆలోచిస్తాను.
అది ఏం చేయాలో అర్థం కావట్లేదు, కానీ ఏదో ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ ప్లాన్ చేయాలి.
ఏదన్నా జోష్గా చేద్దాం. ఏం చేద్దాం?
పార్టీ చేద్దామా? అయితే మంచి గెట్ టుగెదర్ ప్లాన్ చేద్దాం.
మనం చూద్దాం.
సలహాలు ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది.
గూగుల్ ఎందుకు భయ్యా? పద్దాక మన ప్రెసిడెంట్ గారు మనం అంటున్నారు. అసలు మనకి వెళ్తే మన సంగతి ఏంటో తెలిసిపోద్ది.
మనం చూద్దాం.
ఒక మంచి ప్రాజెక్ట్ని డెవలప్ చేద్దాం WeVysya నుంచి.
మనం చూద్దాం.
ఒక పని చేద్దాం, ప్రెసిడెంట్ అని పిలుద్దాం. ప్రెసిడెంట్ జీ.
మేడం జీ చెప్పండి.
సార్, మాకు చేంజ్ కావాలి.
చేంజ్ కావాలా?
మనం చూద్దాం.
ఏంటిది?
మనం 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 అందరికీ అదే చెప్తున్నారు మీరు. మనం చూద్దాం అంటున్నాను. మనం 2024 విజయవాడ. ఇందాక నుంచి మనం చూద్దాం అంటున్నాను కదా. మీ అందరూ మనం చూడటానికి మా విజయవాడ రండి. వెల్కమ్ టు యు.
That was a sweet invite from our Koshika team of Vijayawada. Now let us get back to our show. We have our Dr. Praveen Bhattapati, the proud member of Atreya from WeVysya, Karnataka. Now let us move on to the next discussion. So Praveen sir, you share 20 plus years of experience, and tell us something about your experience, sir.
In the initial days, we are all excited. We have got the opportunity to help people in the form of doing surgeries. Then we are trying to learn new things, and we come to know that learning is a perpetual process. It's till the last breath we have to keep learning. Maybe initially, for the sake of certificates, we learn, pass exam, but many of us think that's it. Then we need not do anything. No, but the real learning starts after that. Then we learn as we go. We learn to know how to get along with the team, how to bond with each other among your team, because many of the things in medicine, especially the surgical side, requires team management, the team input. Only one person holding the knife cannot do that, right from the anesthetist to the OT boys, to the X-ray technicians are required in the OT. In the ward, the nurses have to play a part. With all these things, the patient gets better and goes out. Over the time, we feel humble enough to understand that if the patient is getting better, it is not solely because of one person, but as a team. So as we years of experience, when we see the patient's cycle of the injuries, when we operate and they come for follow up, and what happens, we understand how to go about it. And when we attend the conferences where more learned person shares their experience, and we come to know what is the real status, and how to what shall we say, pick the rice from the chaff, like that. And we our own self, by now, we would have fine tuned our own protocols, and in that way we are able to give better treatment options to the patients.
Fantastic, sir. Sir, in these 2 decades of your experience, what are the changes and advancements in orthopedics? What you observed, sir?
Advancement, it's like the universe, change is constant, as you see in the philosophically, and everywhere change is constant. So in the, if you see, when I was doing in year 2000, most of it was plaster treatment and basic surgical options were there. As we go now, minimally invasive surgeries have come. Now, as you have heard, there is a lot of robotic surgeries into the place. Not every invention or upgrade will hold the test of time. We have to see which suits the patient, and really, is it going to help, or is it just a, uh, display effect kind of thing for the sake of innovation. Many of the innovations come and fizzle out within a couple of years. So the patient should trust the doctor, not the advertisements or the about the innovations or the newer trends.
Yes, you are right. Thank you for sharing more such input, sir. And let us take, I think there are a couple of more comments, sir. Our Lalit is saying previously I used to play badminton without any warm up. After some time, it was getting, it was hurting me. But now, before playing, I do warm up for 10 minutes. Now, flexibility is good, he's saying, sir.
Yeah, that's it. We all have to warm up before playing a game. That is a good practice. Maybe he has discovered it little later. Uh, it's like the same thing. Without practice, you go to play cricket out of passion. Then next day you have a lot of shoulder pain, calf pain, leg pain. Similarly, this has happened for any sport. Even for running, you have to do warm up and then proceed. So this is the general rule.
Thank you. And our Shri is asking for ligament tear, the only solution is surgery, or can it be cured through any medication? And అడుగుతుండ్రు sir.
So it depends on what kind of ligament has torn in which part of the body, and that ligament's function has it been compensated by the other ligaments, for which we have to ask the patient about the issue and examine, and then we can guide. It is not a single answer. What is the functional demands and how is he right now? Based on that, we can guide him.
Okay, thank you, sir. And Mr. Sesha Kiran is saying, uh, Happy evening, Anil Garu. This is Lifestyle Kiran from Bhimavaram. From yesterday onwards, we were very excited to see today's talk show. Mr. Perfect, Dr. Praveen Garu, happy evening, sir. Please plan to Bhimavaram. We wanted to arrange a health camp with you. Very happy to have a Mr. Fit doctor in our Vysya అంటారు. ఎస్ సార్ ఒక భీమవరంలో ఒక బ్రాంచ్ ఓపెన్ చేసేయండి.
There are good people there, only you have to discover there. So not to worry, we will guide them.
Fantastic. So one last comment for now. Please educate us about menopause, bone pains that we are suffering. Please let us know about taking care in this age and అంటారు.
At around menopause, the first thing is to first consult with your gynecologist regarding the hormone changes. They will be helped to guide. And regarding the bone pain and all this thing, yeah, it is always calcium rich diet you have to consume, and exercise, good amount of water intake. They will all help holistically. This exercise, food intake, weight management, and stress, they are not related, means it is independent of the whether you have menopause or not. But during menopause there are some changes and there may be some body weight, but I think your gynecologist is the better person to take care of the hormonal issues. For the other bone issues, these are the thing: diet, exercise, and good hydration, and the good sleep also sometimes is will do wonders.
Okay, thank you, Praveen sir. Now, for any successful event, sponsors plays a key role. So there are three sponsors for this WeTalk show: Sandy Jewels, Tatwanam, and Namana Ventures. So let us play a small AV about Sandy Jewels.
Hi, this is Sandhya from Vijayawada. Sandy Jewels is my store, and I am proud member of WeVysya Kaushika. Sandy Jewels వచ్చేసరికి మనకి విజయవాడలో ఏలూరు రోడ్లో లొకేట్ అయి ఉందండి. మాది స్పెషల్ ఏంటి అంటే మాది ఒక డిజైనర్ స్టూడియో స్టైల్. ఇక్కడ ఏ జ్యువెలరీ చూసినా కొంచెం డిజైనర్ వేర్లో డిఫరెంట్ స్టైల్స్లో ఉంటుంది. మా దగ్గర కంప్లీట్గా 916 22 క్యారెట్స్ హ్యాండ్ మార్క్ జ్యువెలరీ ప్లస్ 18 క్యారెట్స్ డిజైనర్ జ్యువెలరీలో ఉంటుంది. అండ్ మేము అన్నీ కూడా ప్రతి ప్లేస్కి కూడా ఇండియాలో ఎక్కడికైనా షిప్పింగ్ కూడా ఉంది మాది. మా స్పెషాలిటీ ఏంటంటే ఒక యూనిక్ స్టైల్ని క్రియేట్ చేయడం మా స్పెషాలిటీ. మా జ్యువెలరీలో కూడా మొత్తం ఈ స్టైల్ ఆఫ్ వర్క్మ్యాన్షిప్ కానీ డిఫరెంట్ స్టైల్స్ ఆఫ్ వర్క్మ్యాన్షిప్ ఉంటుంది. అన్ని యూనిక్ కలర్స్ యూనిక్ పీసెస్ కింద సెట్ చేస్తాము. ఏదైనా సరే కొంచెం లైట్ వెయిట్లో కూడా డిజైన్ చేయడం మా ప్రత్యేకత. మా గురించి తెలుసుకోవాలనుకుంటే మా పేజెస్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్లో, ఫేస్బుక్, పింట్రెస్ట్, యూట్యూబ్ అన్నింటిలోని మా డిజైన్స్ అన్ని అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంటుందండి. ఇంకా శాండీ జ్యువెల్స్ గురించి తెలుసుకోవాలనుకుంటే లాగ్ ఆన్ టు దట్ పేజెస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Sandy Jewels and Sandhya Garu. So, Dr. Garu, again, let us get back to the discussion. Sir, what is your take on common misconceptions about joint replacement?
See, basically, joint replacements law, the patient should not think that I can run, I can do all the things. Basically, joint replacement, ఏమంటే మీకు పేషెంట్కి విత్ దట్ ఓవర్న్ అవుట్ జాయింట్ దే విల్ బి సఫరింగ్ విత్ సో మచ్ పెయిన్ దట్ దే విల్ బికమ్ అన్ హౌస్ హోల్డ్ అంబ్యులేటర్. అంటే ఇంట్లో మాత్రం పరాడుతుంటారు, కొన్ని మట్లు అది కూడా చేయరు. అండ్ ఆ పెయిన్ ఇంకనే వాళ్ళు టూ మచ్ ఆఫ్ డైలీ ఎనర్జెసిక్ డిపెండెన్సీ అయిపోతుంది. అండ్ టూ మచ్ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జెసిక్స్ విల్ హార్మ్ యువర్ kidneys. So adopti ఇది ఉంటుంది. So once we do the joint replacement, the pain will go away, but again you will be able to do your normal day to day activities, and we usually last for 15 to 20 years. సో దాంట్లో బేసిక్ యాక్టివిటీస్కి అలౌడ్ ఉంటుంది. నేను జాయింట్ రీప్లేస్మెంట్ చేసుకొని జాగింగ్ పోతాను అంటే ఇన్ ది లాంగ్ రేంజ్ అది అంత ఎఫెక్ట్ అయ్యలేదు. అండ్ that joint whatever we have replaced gets worn out because of heavy wear and tear ante there is something called as revision joint replacement. There are solutions, but again you have to get admitted, you have to spend money. Is it really worth it anedi meer chuskovala. So always it is better to discuss with your trusted doctor, whoever may be, get to know, understand. So always what I say to my patients is, um, when you have scheduled a visit to the doctor, one a couple of days before that only you think what are all the questions you have to ask. Write it on a piece of paper. Then when you come, you show the piece of paper. Otherwise ఏమవుతుంది, అక్కడ మాట్లాడుతా మీకు కన్ఫ్యూజన్లో 10 క్వశ్చన్లు అడగాలనుకుంటే 3 అడిగింటారు. ఆమెడికి ఇంటికి పోయి నీకు ఇంకేడు అడగలనా కదా, వాళ్ళకి ఫోన్ చేయి, మాట్లాడు, ఇంకేం చెయ్యి అని you will be dissatisfied. So it is better to plan correctly and then talk about it, and talk to the treating doctor about your conceptions. మేము సోషల్ మీడియా కానీ పేపర్ కానీ ఇంకొక పేషెంట్ కానీ చూసి మనము ఇట్లా అవుతుంది అని అనుకోరాదు. అండ్ ఇట్స్ అ లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ఎఫెక్ట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫర్ యువర్ లైఫ్. 10 years 15 years ఇది జాయింట్ రీప్లేస్మెంట్స్ది ఇది అవుతుంది. సో ఆల్వేస్ యువర్ ట్రీటింగ్ డాక్టర్ ఈస్ ద బెస్ట్ పర్సన్ టు గైడ్ యూ అబౌట్ దిస్.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, if I can ask you, what are the challenges you faced in educating patients about non-surgical options?
Basically, creating a new habit is very difficult in most of us. So when we say do exercise, they don't. It doesn't excite them. Taking tablet, yeah, they think I will pop a tablet, I should be fine. But lifestyle changes, creating new habits, they don't want to do. So many times eating late is one of the cause for weight gain. As a homemaker, the custom is that it is ingrained in them that after everybody in the family eats, then we have to eat. But previously, let's say 50 years or 40 years before, there was no distractions. Lifestyle used to be simple. Everybody used to eat within 6:37. Maybe you don't have electricity also, so you used to eat fast. Then the lady of the house also used to eat, so nothing will happen. Now one person will come at 10 o'clock, the lady of the house will be eating at 11:30, then she'll sleep at, the whole cycle will go wrong, and she will become obese and malnourished, and then her joints will roughen out. So when we try do this ante valki they forget. And sometimes when we say eat early ante, for the lady of the house, the other family members should actually encourage, and they should come and eat first and then allow her to eat at the appropriate time. So atla creating new habits will be the challenge. And many times when we tell more, our attention span in this era of digital era where we see so much OTT, so much screen, our attention span is very minimal. So if I talk to a person for 10 minutes, after 2 minutes he'll be looking at me, but I don't understand. I cannot impress, I cannot be sure that how much he has understood the next 8 minutes. So they tend to forget. So it requires a change, and it's a very slow improvement process also, because to come to this stage of knee pain, there would be 20 years of assault on it, or the problem on it. So when we do with the preventive medicines, it also takes some time. We need some patience. We need to give at least a month to know minimal improvement or good amount of improvement. For that, we need to have patience. So these are the things. People want quick fix results. That becomes a problem. And many times surgery, they think after surgery I'm perfect, but there are so many other subtle things. Then when they don't understand that, they'll become a disappointed person.
Okay. I mean, I had an experience like about nearly before 2000, I believe 1995, 2000 ఈ range లో what we used to do is much of our holidays we used to spend at our native, which is just 120 kilometers from Bangalore. అక్కడ the lifestyle of the people were like సాయంకాలము 6:30, 7 o'clock. The moment the light become dark, people used to go for sleep. Early morning 4:30, 5 o'clock, people used to wake up. The same village, if I go now, everyone has a TV, everyone has a mobile. 10, 11 o'clock tak evaru panukonedu. I mean, the lifestyle has become so changed. I don't know where we are heading to. Sir, I have one question for you. Recently one of my friend was debating with me, lifespan of a person has been increased in a very high this one compared to 20 30 years before. Any, what's your take on it, sir? Is it right?
Yes, definitely the lifespan of the persons are increased nowadays. People are easily living to the age of 80, 90 because medical care is getting better. But our environmental pollution is getting more, like our air quality in certain cities, water quality, now microplastics, all these things, and exposures to, we still do not know about the exposures, electromagnetic exposures of the devices. Nowadays we hear a lot about cancers, so that is a new thing. But yes, the general lifestyle, what were the killer diseases previously, are no more killer diseases. There are other things that are putting people's life into risk. But now the younger people are at higher risk because they want to achieve more in a very short span of time. So, as you have heard, between 35 to 50, there are a lot of MIs. We still do not know the reason to pinpoint the reason, but yeah, stress is one of the main reason.
Stress is one of the main reason, and I don't know whether I can say or not. Nowadays, like diabetes has become like a common, sir. ఎట్లా తలకాయ నొప్పి పళ్ళు నొప్పి వస్తుందో అట్లా డయాబెటీస్ have become. If at all, if you a family of 5 or 6 people in a Bangalore, you can easily make out 2 or 3 people diabetes. Like is it a mafia or is it truly this one? I completely don't understand this mathematics.
I'm not into much of it, but with what I gather, we are also genetically prone for a little bit, and detection accuracy is more because more people are getting tested. You get to know that you are diabetic, but our lifestyle also is going down. If you see, as you said the village lifestyle where you sleep early and get up early. That's the real lifestyle because our body's hormones are the secretion hormones are aligned, what we call a circadian rhythm, which is aligns with the sun. We should get up when the sun rises and sleep after the sun sets, and have good amount of sleep, minimal stress that time. But once this thing, the globalization has affected all the lives because quite a few people are according to US timings, they're into the midnight, and
Yeah.
their cycles are getting disturbed. So a lot of stress and it's lifestyle disorders. So you may, and our food is also highly calorie refined, less fiber kind of fast food we are consuming. No slow cooking. Uh, our diet is also changing. So we may get it. It is not a mafia, but it is the lifestyle slowly getting, and we are detecting it more quickly.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your inputs. Let us take a few more comments, sir. I think menopause, yes, we
We
have
have
taken
talked
it.
about this.
Yeah, and our Ramya Narendra is saying we are very happy to see you, Praveen sir, with our founder, sir, and
Thank
Tanduru.
you.
And our Naveen sir is saying hi, hello, both the great persons and Tanduru. Thank you, Mr. Great Person. And our Suresh Kandila is saying, good evening, sir. Anil sir and Praveen Garu Untandaro. Thank you. And our Naveen Ratnam sir is saying, thank you, sir. Lot of information we are getting so that we can change in our lifestyle and Tandaro. Thank you, Naveen sir. Yes, he means it. And viewers, if you have any questions or any opinions or anything you want a feedback or suggestion or advice from our beloved doctor, please do comment and we can answer your question. Right? Okay, so next, sir, Praveen, sir, what is your advice on young healthcare professionals and entrepreneurs?
Healthcare professionals, there is a lot of segments in healthcare. Being doctor is one part. You can be a paramedic, you can be a pharmacist, you can be a lab chain entrepreneur. Um, what I feel is entrepreneurship. Yes, we need to do that is one segment rather than a salaried person. This is one step better than the technical 9 to 5 job. But what I feel is, first thing we all should learn about money, understand about money. One thing, as children, we are never exposed to the finances at an young age. So as soon as you become an adult with responsibilities of new family and henceforth, suddenly you are bombarded with so many choices, and most of us make the wrong choice, and then we suffer, and then we start to get about it. So once you know about money and how to make the money work more, then I think you can be more passionate about what you like to do, and then you can go deep. So if you see in India, the basic sciences, where is the research or the scientist, true scientist, many of the parents will not encourage their children to go into that field. They say, what will you earn? Nothing you will learn. You do this course, you will get this. So as a children, if the family or the people understand about the money, the laws, which where you can optimize your wealth, then you can focus on that. And entrepreneurship, yes, it is. You are an entrepreneur. You know more about it. The struggles you have done, why you did. The tip of the iceberg, yes, founder Anil, who has so much asset, but below the iceberg, you will know how much. Below the seawater level, the bigger part, you will know how much struggle you have done. That cannot be told, it has to be observed. But what I feel personally is, had I known more about the money, what we know is only how to consume. This costs so much, I got discount, I saved so much. But how to make the money work, how to save the money in a legal way. I'm not saying to avoid taxes, in a legal way. When you come to understand that from the childhood, you have a more better control. You know, I think in one of the talk show with the finance people will guide us more. But I feel once your money is taken care of, then you can focus on what you really like.
Absolutely right, sir. Yes, sir. Struggle is there in the entrepreneurship. But again, sir, my experience, even I worked with various corporates nearly from 2005 to 2012, around 6 7 years. But what I feel is the stress, the tension, the challenges compared to job. I mean, business is very good, is what I feel, sir. Of course, you will have all those stuff in the business also, but again, certain years, some 3 4 years, if you work hardly, after that, it's just you need to just keep on upgrading, and innovation you should make sure, that's it. Rest it will take care. But again, if you are in a job, I mean, company to company, process to process, team to team, same old tension. I feel, according to my knowledge, the stress level of employee is more than entrepreneurs. Guys, if you have any comments, please do type in the comment box. Thank you so much. Yes, money consumption gurinchi chepparu. And dear all, whoever is seeing this talk show, if at all, if you have more money, we have our Tatvanam project, a small AV we are going to play now. Tatvanam is also one of our sponsor, and let us see a small AV about Tatvanam, Dr. Sir.
మనలో చాలా మందికి నేచర్లో టైం స్పెండ్ చేయాలని చెప్పి చాలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటుంది. అయితే కరోనా తర్వాత నేచర్ మీద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ తో పాటు అందరికి రెస్పెక్ట్ కూడా బాగా పెరిగింది. సరే, నేచర్ మీద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉన్నా రెస్పెక్ట్ ఉన్నా సిటీస్ అండ్ టౌన్స్ లో ఉండే వాళ్ళకి ఎలా కుదురుతుంది? ఎందుకంటే ఈ రోజుల్లో టౌన్స్ అండ్ సిటీస్ అన్ని కూడా కాంక్రీట్ జంగిల్స్ లాగా మారాయి. సో పార్క్స్ కూడా చాలా కొద్ది మాత్రమే ఉన్నాయి, అందరికి అందుబాటులో కూడా లేవు. సో ఇలాంటి సినారియోలో మనం ఉల్లాసంగా, ఉత్సాహంగా మన పిల్లలు కానీ, మనం కానీ, ఫ్రెండ్స్ తో కానీ సరదాగా గ్రీనరీ మధ్య టైం స్పెండ్ చేయాలి అంటే ఇలా టౌన్స్ అండ్ సిటీస్ లో ఉండే వాళ్ళకి ఎలాంటి సదుపాయం ఉంది, అసలు ఎలా కుదురుతుంది? ఒక పొల్యూషన్ ఫ్రీ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ మనకి దగ్గరలో ఒక 1 hour ట్రావెల్ టైం తో రీచ్ అవ్వగలిగే ఇలాంటి ఒక మంచి ప్లేస్ ఏదైనా ఉందా? అలాంటి ఒక ప్లేస్ అదే మన తత్వవనం. Tatvavanam is a gated community of farmlands with resort-style amenities. మన ప్రాజెక్ట్ 2022 జనవరిలో స్టార్ట్ చేసాము. ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్ అండ్ సెకండ్ ఫేజ్ కంప్లీట్ చేసుకొని ప్రస్తుతం మనం థర్డ్ ఫేజ్లోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతున్నాం. మన 3 ఫేజెస్ కలిపి ల్యాండ్ బ్యాంక్ వచ్చేసరికి 70 ఏకర్స్. ఈ 70 ఏకర్స్ మొత్తం కూడా క్వార్టర్ ఎకర్ అండ్ హాఫ్ ఎకర్ బిట్స్ కింద డివైడ్ చేసి సేల్ చేస్తున్నాము. యాక్చువల్లీ మనలో చాలామందికి ఫార్మ్ ల్యాండ్స్ కొనాలని చెప్పి చాలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటుంది. అయితే ఇన్నాళ్ళు మనం గేటెడ్ కమ్యూనిటీ ఆఫ్ కమర్షియల్ ప్లాట్స్ ఇలాంటి సెగ్మెంట్ చూసాం, కానీ అగ్రికల్చర్ సెగ్మెంట్లో ఫార్మ్ ల్యాండ్ సెగ్మెంట్లో ఒక గేటెడ్ కమ్యూనిటీ అనేది ఇప్పటిదాకా నాకు తెలిసి అయితే మనదే ఫస్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్. మనం ఒక స్ట్రక్చర్డ్గా ఒక గేటెడ్ కమ్యూనిటీ లాగా ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ లాగా డెవలప్ చేయగలిగితే ఇలాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్లో కొన్న ప్లాట్ ఓనర్స్ అందరికీ, ఇలాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్లో కొన్న ఫార్మ్ ల్యాండ్ ఓనర్స్ అందరికీ ఒక సెక్యూర్డ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. కొనేటప్పుడు ఏదైతే మనం చూపించి వాళ్ళకి సేల్ చేస్తామో అదంతా కూడా నీట్గా మెయింటెనెన్స్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది.
Hey, thank you. It was a fantastic video, Tatwanam project, which is in between Vijayawada and Hyderabad, just a couple of hours drive from Hyderabad and less than an hour drive from Vijayawada. And I know it's a fantastic project. If you have more money, if you have money, then invest on this project and enjoy the nature. Yes, let us get back to our discussion, Dr. G. Dr. G, a small rapid fire question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Who inspires you?
My father.
Fantastic. Favorite food?
Kobranmu.
Oh, fantastic. What's your favorite hobby?
Gardening.
Wow, that's great. Yediyurappa or Sidramaya?
Yediyurappa.
Sudeep or Yash?
Pardon?
Sudeep or Yash?
Yes.
Hockey or cricket?
Cricket.
Okay. So, you've been, if I'm not wrong, you've been introduced to WeVysya by Supreet, right, sir?
Yes.
Say one word about Supreet.
He's dynamic, dependable. It's for now.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. So, the last question for the day. How is the WeVysya journey and your experience so far? Please do address.
I like the WeVysya platform. I get to meet different people with different perspective, because being in the healthcare sector, being in the doctor profession, it tend to become kind of monotonous. So we are into treating patients. It's always that, and people also sometimes just addressed by doctors, so they keep the distance. It is different. Now WeVysya is a platform who are very aspiring, and since I opened my clinic 3.5 years, 4 years ago, because initially I was a full-time consultant at Hasmat Hospitals for 14 years. So when I opened my clinic, now I'm technically an entrepreneur. So I need to mix with people, but I am happy about the progress. I get to meet good people. I understand their perspectives, the younger ones, the elder ones. Um, I'm really having a good time attending and observing people.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Garu. And let us take one last set of comments, sir. Raghuram Gupta, one of the fellow anchor, is saying, "Good evening, sir. Such a pleasure to see founder, sir, along with Dr. Praveen Garu Antanuru. Thank you, sir." And Addepalli Narsim Gopal Garu is from Vishakhapatnam. Good evening, Sri Anil Gupta Garu and Sri Praveen Ji. Wishing you all the best, Antanuru. Good evening, sir. So Raghuram Gupta is asking, Dr. Garu, can you suggest a few practical changes that we can do to our lifestyle to have a holistic improvement and
So, okay, let us start from night. So, first thing is sleep early, maximum 10:30. That should your sleep time. Now, it's been proved that before sleeping, 2 hours, no screen time. So, your sleep hormone melatonin, it needs some time from the screens. Once you take out the screens, you can read books, but you need not no screens 2 hours before sleep time. And dinner maximum 7.
No screens in the sense you are telling TV
Not
kani,
TV,
mobile kani, itlatva?
nothing. You can talk to family members Nowadays it is such a difficulty. We hardly can talk to each other without looking into our phones. So you have to develop that again old habit. uh, I urge you people to have a dinner between 7 to 7:30. Let's not give reasons like I have to close my shop, I have to come, I have to, then I will come and eat. No, it all culminates. So sit, stand, keep changing positions. Just because you are stressed, just because somebody is there, don't sit for too much time. Eat lunch on time. Don't worry about anything. You keep a pattern, people will respect you for that. Otherwise, after the last customer I will eat, it will go till 3 o'clock. That is not the right thing. Have a good breakfast. Never omit the breakfast, that energizes you. So when you get up, I think 5:30 should be the good time to get up, or a little earlier. Brahmi Muhurta. There's a reason for them to say that. As our founder Garu, you have an routine. You also have an exercise routine. Maybe not that intense, even at least half of that. So this should be your daily routine. Balanced food, everything. See, most of the thing advice we all know that. See, no, we'll say to avoid high calorie food. You know that. Eating on time. You know that there is nothing new. The only thing is you have to follow.
We
There is
have to follow practically.
boring.
See,
The pattern is boring to people. Hey, who will do this? I can't eat anything in the night after 7:30. No, but our system is like that. Being in a pattern is always boring, but it requires more determination. The results are slow to show, but it will help us all.
ఈ షో చూస్తుండేటప్పుడు ఇది చేద్దాము అనే ఒక మంచి ఎనర్జీలో ఉంటారు. మళ్ళీ ఇట్
But it
విల్
has to
డ్రాప్.
sustain, sir. It has to
First,
sustain.
yes, yes. Okay, so our Babu peer, Atre member Babu Anna is saying, "Good evening, Anil sir and Praveen sir. One thing is for sure, if 20 to 30% doctors are like Praveen sir, world will be Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. A salute to his humanly nature and sir."
Thank you. Thank you.
Such a lovely comment. So Raghuram Gupta is saying, to spell the word entrepreneur, is it tough? So is entrepreneurship. Once it's cracked, it's the magnanimous life, as our founder Anil Gupta's. Thank you, sir. And our Santosh Shettigaru is saying, wonderful as a person, and being a doctor, he is very patient, not commercial in session. Okay, so these are the comments for the day, sir. So I think we have another 2 minutes to go. So I would like to play AV of or another sponsor, Namane Ventures, your beloved friend Supreet, sir. Oh, so the video is yeah.
Hi, WeVysya and WeVysya members. I'm Supreet from Namane Ventures. We take up projects on turnkey basis, starting from designing to completion of your projects. In this year, we take up design, construction, interiors, and execution of the works. We have completed more than 600 projects in and around Karnataka, and we do take up all type of projects, being it a residential, commercial, or any kind of projects which we need to design. Please do refer yourself and your friends for the works needed. Thanking you, Supreet from Namane Ventures.
So
Yeah, sorry, there was a power interruption, and yeah, we saw the video of Namane Ventures as well. So finally, Praveen sir, thank you so much for your
thank
time.
you. Thank you for
Really
hosting me.
had a
I'm
fantastic
grateful.
time. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And it was a really fantastic time what we had. And members and viewers, if you have any questions, Praveen sir number is scrolling down. Please do note down his number. Once again, I would like to tell the phone number 810-584-2929. Okay, so Praveen sir is always available on your WhatsApp or telephone call away. Thank you so much, Praveen sir, once again. Have a
Thank you.
great night.
Namaste.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Yes, viewers. So it was fantastic show, kada. Today is 49th episode of Vysya. Another one episode after 50th episodes. The season 1 is going to end and the season 2 is going to get begin. So once again, let us say thanks to our Dr. Praveen Garu and thanks to our all sponsors, Namana Ventures, Sandy Jewels, and Tatoanam. And hope you guys enjoyed this show. And please do keep watching our WeTalk show and WeVysya. Every often we do conduct, and a lot of our members, speakers, everybody comes here and shares their experience. And finally, I would like to say one thing: stop thinking and start thinking. We let us see, let us meet you all in the next episode. Thank you.